Hi guys, it's Rob here from Hypop at hypop.com.au. Today we're excited to take a closer look at the new Godox AD600B. So this is the bigger brother of the AD360, which is a really popular bare bulb flash by Godox. So this one here is a monoblock unit. It's a portable outdoor studio strobe, so it's battery operated and it's portable. You can use it outdoors as well as using it indoors in studio environments. This one in particular is the B model, so it's the Bowens model. So let's take a closer look unbox it, what's included, and take a closer look at some of the features. So on the top of the box here we have what's included. It's the flash itself, the flash tube, battery pack, a battery charger, power cord, and there's a Bowens cover as well as the instruction manual. Let's just go through that really quickly. So first thing, we have the instruction manual, and there's a few marketing collateral here from Godox key products. And we'll just remove this styrofoam piece. And first thing we can see is the unit itself. So this is the AD600B unit. As you can see here, it's got the Bowens cap protector, just protecting the flash tube area there of the strobe itself. We've got the battery. So the battery is an 8700 mAh battery. Godox advertised it to be about 500 full power pops with this 600 watt strobe, so that's a really good sized battery and a lot of use out of the actual strobe itself that you can get out of with this battery. We've got the flash tube here. So the flash tube is really unique. It's really similar to the bare bulb Witstro 360. So as you can see here, it's got 3 prongs. It's actually a bulb sized tube. Other tubes are just circular, whereas this one here is in a glass bulb here. So that's the bulb there itself, that's 600 watts. We've got the power cable and the charging adapter. So the charging adapter and power cable obviously go together and plug into the strobe so you can charge your strobe. So that's all that's included with the flash itself. So some of the features of this strobe here is that it has a 2.4 gigahertz wireless system, which means you can operate within 100 meters of the strobe itself. It also is compatible with Canon's TTL flash system, and the Nikon version is also with the Nikon trigger. So this one here is X1C Trigger, that's for Canon. There's an X1N trigger, so that's compatible with iTTL Nikon. It also is compatible with Sony, and there's an all-in-one lithium battery pack, which is that one there. The modeling lamp, which I'll show you soon, which is an LED, it's 10 watts. There's also the LCD panel on the side of the actual flash here, you can see. So that's a really handy feature to see all the output of your actual flash and control all the settings. 600 watts, obviously, it's got a guide number of 87. As I mentioned, 500 full power pops at full battery capacity, and the recycle time is anywhere from 0.01, which is at 1/256, all the way up to about 2.5 seconds. Recycle time, which is 1/1, that's at full power. So next to me here we have the X1C Trigger. So this X1C Trigger is for Canon, as I mentioned. This is the HSS TTL trigger that you'll need to use the AD600B. The AD600B is actually really great. It's compatible with legacy flash triggers, which is the FT16 triggers by Godox. So the X1C is the new trigger set that's HSS and TTL. It says here TTL control, 32 channels, 2.4 gigahertz wireless, which allows you to work within 100 meters range, and a high speed sync of 1/8000 seconds, and it's got an LCD screen as well, so you can control the inputs. So what's inside this box here? You've got the instruction manual, you've got the warranty card. I've got a couple of cables here, so these are 2.5mm to 2.5mm male cables. We've got the 2.5mm to Canon shutter release cable. So this is for Canon shutter release. So these triggers act as studio triggers, flash triggers, and also a shutter release. And you've got the 2.5mm to 3.5mm, as well as the 3.5mm to 6.35mm adapter. And that's if your flash is using a different headphone output jack. So we've got two parts to the trigger receiver set here. So this one here, the larger one, is actually the trigger. It's got like a little IR sending port here. So you've got the you've got the trigger, and you've also got the receiver. So it's got a T and an R on the actual units themselves, so you can distinguish between both of them. They're really easy to use. We've already got a couple of AA batteries installed here, so they accept 2 AA batteries. This one here is the Canon version. You can determine that with the hot shoe mount there. And they're really straightforward to use. So we've used these, as you can see. You can use them as speedlight triggers, studio strobe triggers with the AD600B or other studio strobes, and also shutter release as well. So they're really handy for that. So as you can see here, the unit comes with just the cap and no battery attached. So the battery is really easy to get on. All you need to do is there's a little slide-in port there. You just slide that in from the top. You actually need to match. There's a few holes here that align with the locking rivets there. So you just lock that in and slide in, and that's it. So you actually have a battery indicator on the top of the battery here. So if you press that button there, it should light up. It shows that it's got 3 bars of battery there. So it's not fully charged, but it's still got some battery life there. And to unlock, all you need to do is just push to open. So you actually slide that, and you obviously push the other way, the opposite way to unlock. So that's a really easy feature. The AD600B actually comes with what's called the H600 extension cable. So the H600 extension cable is basically, once you remove this Bowens cap here, so to remove that you just twist to unlock. There's the modeling bulb, that's the 10-watt LED modeling bulb. So once, with the H600 extension cable, what you can do is you can actually connect that to the prongs here. As you can see, the inputs there, and actually have a handheld flash as well. So the handheld flash is really great if you want to be portable and you want to hold that. So the extension cable is sold separately, whereas in this case we just have the bulb. So let's install that quickly. So it's the 3 prongs. You've got the 2 and then the 1 down the middle, which is down the middle bottom, which is the one you want, and you just push that in to install, and that's pretty much the flash unit, good to go. So it's a really simple flash unit to use. All you need to do is just hold down the on-off button. You can see that's turned on there. Right now that's on TTL mode, so you can cycle through the different modes. There's manual, there's multi, and there's TTL. So typically you'd be using multi. TTL is obviously a good function to have. There is a manual version that's available, which is called the AD600B M for manual. So, and there's also the Godox mount version, S mount version. So this here is the Bowens version. Bowens is great if you have all the accessories, all the lighting modifiers, beauty dishes, strobes, softboxes, barn doors, etc. But there is a Godox S mount version as well. So you do obviously pay a little less for the manual version. And you've got like the HSS, you've got the HSS functions there, and you've also got the modeling lamp. So the modeling lamp is a 3-step increase. So you've got 1, 2, 3 in the modeling lamp. So as you can see here, obviously no wires. It's really easy to use, and you can operate. So on first impressions, we find that this unit, it does cover a lot of bases for most photographers. So if you're in between sort of being an off-camera flash or a strobist photographer, and you're wanting a bit more power out of your unit, this is probably the one to look at. There's a couple of things that we noticed with this particular unit. One is that when you're actually using the tilt lever here to actually loosen the lever so you can mount it onto a light stand, it actually scrapes across the side of the unit, which is not really that great. But one way to get around that is actually to just lift the lever, which actually gives it enough clearance to get through there. So lift the lever and that'll get through. So that's how you loosen that knob there, and you can control the light stand. Lift the lever. It's a little bit annoying, but I think what they were trying to do is to make it as compact as possible, which is why they have the lever sort of inset underneath the unit there. And here you can see it's just a standard light mount spigot, light stand spigot mount here. So that's just twist to lock there. You've also got the umbrella mount here too. So if you just want a basic lighting modifier for this particular flash, you can go with a diffuser umbrella or a reflective umbrella. Obviously you have the options of using other lighting modifiers with the Bowens there. Okay, so we have the Godox AD600B set up with the X1C trigger and receiver plugged in here. So I have the receiver plugged into the unit itself. This is the transmitter. So the transmitter is really easy to use. We've got just a couple of AA batteries in here. So just a couple of AA batteries. And we'll just switch the unit on there. So the unit's switched on there. So the unit syncs across as long as the channel in the groups are all matching. So we have it on 1A at the moment, so channel 1 group A. And what you need to do is you need to set the mode. So you'll probably notice here as I'm pressing mode on the transmitter, it's switching modes on the unit itself. So right now it's on TTL, manual, and multi. So let's go back to multi and just demonstrate this, how we can change the output settings here. So right now it's on A, so you can see A, B, C. It's actually not in order. The one in the middle is the one that you need to be focusing on. So if it's A, you've got it on group A, then we'll be using A. You hold group down and it will start blinking, and you can change the output. So if I wanted to say 1/30, we'll do it on 1/128. I'll set that, and it changes to 1/128 there. So as you can see, it's wirelessly triggered and controlled via the X1C trigger. So that's really great, and you can obviously fire off a test shot just to make sure that that one's working, which it is. So that's the transmitter sending the signal to the receiver there. And so it's a really handy feature. It obviously has full TTL and HSS capabilities. So this is the sort of unit and setup that you'd need. A few other things that this particular flash has, it has an optical sensor here. So if you have other flash units, it will sense that and it will trigger optically as well, not just with the wireless triggers, but obviously it's a lot more stable and consistent with X1C triggers or other Godox triggers. So what I'm doing here is demonstrating a couple of different lighting modifiers that you can use with the AD600B. Firstly is just a soft diffuser umbrella here. So there is an umbrella mount on the side of the unit. So if we get the umbrella open here, this is a really basic lighting modifier that you can use. Just loosen that tightening knob on the side until the umbrella pole can slide through, which it can now. And there we have it. So that's the umbrella mount there. That's a great way to just soften the light. You do obviously have a little bit of light spillage, but if you want to soften the light a little bit, that'll definitely do that with this particular lighting modifier, the umbrella. Another one that would obviously be really popular is the Bowens mount lighting modifier, which we have here. It's a 60x90 rectangular softbox. So this one here is the Godox softbox. So it's just the Bowens mount. All you need to do is just mount that on. There you go, twist to lock. So you can actually rotate this a little bit. There you go, to make it aligned and straight. So that's the 60x90 rectangular softbox. So as you can see here, this is a completely portable setup. It's wire free. You can be completely portable. All you would need is the light stand, the unit itself, and the lighting modifier, and you've got a completely portable studio setup, which is really great. We'll just do a couple of pops with the 60x90. So that's just done on the lowest intensity. So that'll obviously soften the light a little bit. You might lose a stop or two when you put a lighting modifier on, but that's always really great to have, and to be able to shape your light a little bit better with lighting modifiers. You can also obviously mount barn doors, beauty dishes, a range of different snoots, for example. So that's a really great lighting setup. The AD600B, we're excited for this new product. For more information, contact us at www.hypop.com.au. My name is Rob. Please like the video if it's helped you, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.